Hello everyone and welcome once more to beautiful Nova Scotia in eastern Canada, amongst the many attractions Peggy's Cove and Lighthouse, just southwest of the city of Halifax, where we've been for the last week or so to bring you live coverage of the Ford World Men's Curling Championship 2015. We've had sun and snow and fantastic action, and fans have been heading to the Scotiabank Arena in their numbers to see the best curlers in the world. And these two nations have worked their way through to the gold medal game. Two great curling nations, Sweden and Norway. Plenty of Swedish fans in the arena as well. And here they come into the arena, warmly welcomed by the largely Canadian support. Really quite an atmosphere. We are in for a real treat here. I'm Alison Walker, and joining me for this final live commentary from Halifax is Luke Coley, who will be the world champions for 2015. Let's remind you of the two lineups. This arena is absolutely jumping. That's Thomas Oldred's wife and son there. Support for both teams here.
Well, those are the two teams, and this is where we sit with the standings. Norway and Sweden will be 1 and 2. We don't know which order they'll finish. Canada with the bronze, then Finland in the playoff teams. US, Japan, and Switzerland just out of the playoffs, while China and Czech Republic finishing 4 and 7, Italy and Scotland 3 and 8, and Russia 2 and 9 to round out the 12-team World Championship field. Two great rivals, great friends. They'll become foes on the ice in moments.
And Norway sporting, I don't know if we've seen those trousers this week, have we?
We've seen a numerous number of different looks for them, but what we're used to seeing is them in the gold medal game for the second straight year against Sweden, who took the same route as they did a year ago. Yes. Canada losing the semi, won the bronze medal earlier today. Norway will have the hammer. One loss in round robin play.
And they've had a more relaxed build up to this final, having won through on Friday. Were able to go out for dinner and come later on to watch the game last night. But potentially for Team Norway, back-to-back World Championship wins for this man and his team.
Thomas Oldred trying to become a back-to-back world champion skip. It's only been done 5 times by the same skip. Trying to become number 6. We know one of these two things The winner, the skip, will be a two-time champion and join an elite list of players in the history of this game. We saw a couple of them inducted into the World Curling Federation Hall of Fame. Randy Ferbey, Russ Howard. Randy Ferbey, the last one to go back-to-back in 2002, 2003.
And these two teams very popular in Canada. They spend a lot of time here. Canadian curling fans know them well. What's your feeling, Luke, then?
It's going to be a close battle, as it always is. Sweden with the red stones. They stick with the red that they've had through their 3-4, the semi, and the finals. So they stick with those. Yellow stones for Team Norway.
Christopher Sundren gets us going. The lead for Sweden.
They played in round robin play in draw 8, and it was one of the two games Christopher Sundgren did not play in. He was feeling a little under the weather early. Didn't have the energy, so figured they'd save him for a long week. It was Henrik Leek in, and he curled 84%.
Van Edgerson, the lead for Norway. 31 now. 9 years on this team. The repertoire of what Team Norway have won is just almost too long to go through. They've been there, they've done it all, except for, of course, for Thomas Ojrud, the Olympic Games.
Well, a little deep on that one. Pedersen going to the back of the button. These two nations did battle for the world title last year and European title.
They really do dominate the world of curling now. These two Scandinavian countries, and Finland doing well too this year. So really do love their curling in that part of the world.
Well, they want to unlock it just a little bit. Sit to the inside. Great stone. Expect lots of shots to be made with these two teams.
And they all say it's harder to win a world title in Canada. Well, these two teams are in the same boat then. There's Christian Lindström, 25-year-old from Östersund in Sweden, but lives in Karlstad. Number one with the team. And that silver medal last year.
Great judgment, great throws early on in this game. Just perfect angles set up both sides back and forth.
Christopher SWE, the second for Norway. A colourful character in the Norwegian team. Maybe that's an understatement.
Well, bumpy as he's known to many around the curling world.
Bumpy is apparently Norwegian for gummy bear, in case you're wondering.
Well, the rules of play, 8 ends minimum, 38-minute thinking time, 160-second timeout.
Already in this first end, we have plenty of stones in play. Second stone for Christian Lindstrom, who says his most memorable achievement was going undefeated in the 2014 European Championship. The game also, an event also covered by World Curling TV.
Well, they don't get by the front, will just touch that top one. Still able to use it. Don't think they're going to get a chance. I think it's...
And I guess, look, there's no surprises for these two teams because they do know each other so well, don't they?
Yeah, if you get surprised by something, be pretty shocking for both sides. Of course, every year in the Europeans, the Worlds, on the World's Curling Tour. Nose hit for SWE, as it is shot stone for Norway.
Oscar Eriksson, 23 years old, skipped that team to silver in Beijing. Now playing third for Nicholas Edin.
Oscar curled 98% in their semifinal win yesterday. And he wasn't the best player on the ice. But he'll be looking for a big game now. As he knows, last year he struggled to skip, curling just 56% in that championship game.
I mean, they were delighted with silver, but I know he was disappointed in his own performance.
Slashen kan fort sitte ned her, ja. Jeg vil åpne opp I midten. Jeg tror jeg liker det bedre enn å garde I hvert fall. Ja, hvis vi åpner opp I midten, så slår han bare mye på toppen. Ser ikke helt at det blir bra heller, altså. Ja, det ligger ikke bra nå heller. Liker du? Det ligger veldig middels. Altså, få den sånn da, få det vekk. Noe sånt, noe spinne det her litt vekk. Men det blir mye sittende, I hvert fall mye rødt igjen da. Ok, ja, ser det. Ok. Klippen her. Tjukkall, eller? 2/3, ja. Tjukkall, 2/3.
I really think this position, the third stones, will be vital in the game between Oscar Eriksson and Torger Nergård. The experienced Nergård. So he'll peel the top one. They're trying to run it onto the yellow.
Ja. Eller frysa på, det går att frysa på båda ställena. Är det inte riktigt? Vi ser på ni mer att sticka på vid en skjutning. Den som har skjutit ner gul då på den jag lägger och sen löser han upp resten. Jag måste komma in bra på frysen. Ja. Stämmer. Frysa mitt framför gul eller? Samma frys. Okej.
And they're not looking up to the stars, they're looking up at a video screen that is there for the audience. But it helps players to...
0-4. Point 4 upp. Japp. Fast nere. Japp. Japp. 0-4 upp. Hårt.
Well, trying to set up the angle. They still have a good angle to the one on the button.
Whoa. Duttar. Whoa. Japp. Whoa. Whoa.
Shadows past that guard at the top.
Real nice placement of that one. Just a quiet weight using the sweepers. A blast on those reds makes those yellows go away. The release here for the lefty, Oscar Eriksson.
Det blir ikke bra med smeller til her. Spill tidfart. På liten, dytte han litt.
It's Oscar's intern. Just changes it ever so slightly.
Ja.
Second stone for Torgen Ergaard. 40-year-old from Trondheim, originally in Norway, now lives in Oslo.
Linja bra! Linja bra! Ja! Hardt! 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 Bare fem! Hardt! På fri! Han spiller tregere. Ja, mye. Jeg synes aldri vi var harde.
Well, they get a little chip off it, so they roll off that front stone.
Missar du och jag bara klipper den, ja då klipper man den inte, den sitter där nere va.
It's getting pretty busy in there.
Ja, om man inte bara snärtar bort den. Det är väldigt svårt. Det är helt okej ändå. Då kommer vi ligga kvar framför där då. Det känns som det va? Typ en chap med en clearing. Yes, outen så kommer klara lite grann. Så länge inte den här kysser den. Nej, borde röra sig en bit. Outen. Var det så? Ja. Lite vid vänster.
Well, this is the type of game that Sweden has been so successful with. They've started off slow, got on a run.
And
Nicholas Sedin looking at this run. If he can touch the middle yet red first, he can get both the yellows in the forefoot.
Helt upp, Matt.
Dean,
Helt upp.
29 now.
In. Whoa!
Well, run it, and we'll end up hitting the lower one first. Punch it over. They'll sit 1-2 and leave the shooter, more importantly, top part of the house. Didn't overthrow it.
Smit i den där röda.
Inte optimalt. Ja? Det är inte optimalt.
Matcha lite till där. Tripplar där bak.
Easy träff! Ta sexan först. Firaren sparar till slut.
Den tar sig över nu.
Ja,
den har skjutit ner. Tog den för den inte gick ut. Ja, exakt. Det var där.
Mindre!
First stone in this final for Norwegian skip Thomas Ulsrud. .43 now, defending champion, record breaker. As hungry as ever for a world title.
Well, he'll end up jamming on that back one. Didn't hit it where he wanted to. And in some trouble. That stone of theirs, top of the 12-foot, is really the one that may save him right now.
Om vi inte kommer in med den så har de ett slag. Två.
Snedfrysa den. Ja, eller helst lämna lite kort. Okej. Han får skjuta gul i så fall. Den ska lätta farten med en aktiva släppbåge va?
Ja. 0,5 hade han på.
Ja.
Sedin says his most memorable achievement was winning bronze at the 2014 Olympic Winter Games.
Lite kortare också, bara ligga mitt framför deras.
I'm sure winning this would come close.
Well, the 2013 world champion.
Vänta, jag gav det. Vänta.
Won it the last time the men's world championship was in Canada.
And it's a new team for him. And they are just getting better and better with each game.
Well, they won't get around that top one. They'll end up tapping it. Now a couple options facing 3. You play the tap on that yellow or try and come through the hole.
Jeg tenkte jeg vil absolutt ikke. Få dra eller spille legge opp noen utsider. Eller tappe opp I midten. Eller tappe opp den. Tappe tror jeg altså. Da begynner å kølle da. Ja, men jeg tror ikke det køller. Du har jo litt å gå på køller over da, men du har ikke så veldig mye å gå på køller over allikevel. Kant 4 tror jeg, Dogger. Køller ikke mer. Der inne. Bruker hentefart. En 8er med kant 4. Krympe litt, eller? Ja. Hva liker dere med fart, gutter? Vi må spille sånn at vi ikke køller opp, så må vi ikke dytte den ut av 4-fot. Så må vi ikke dytte den for langt, ikke sant? Og spille 8-9. Det som du spilte I forrige kamp på treningen, jeg tror det litt for løst, altså. Ja, det for løst, ikke sant? Ja, vi skal jo tappe litt. Norge spiller rundt 2-9 nå på den innover. Ja. Så jeg tror egentlig... Legge på litt. Greit. Så må legge på litt, ja. Ok. Da så gjør den her.
So Yellowstone, Nicholas Dean unable to execute his final shot, which would have put a lot of pressure on.
The stone of this first end.
Well, they go early. Did they hold the line? They got to try and get to the nose. The tap, wrong angle. They oversweep it. And a big steal of 3 in the first end of this final.
Huge setback there for Thomas Ojard Norway. And by contrast, Team Sweden executed that very well indeed. Put the pressure on, and Ojard couldn't come up with the goods in that instance. Just drifts on. Look at those 3 red counters. What a start for Sweden. Welcome back to our live coverage of this gold medal game between Norway and Sweden. Second end about to get underway, but it was all about the first look.
Yeah, and had that yellow tap. Playing the out turn. Just trying to push, tap it into the 4-foot area. Swept it about halfway. And the wrong angle. And a big steal in that first end.
Great start for Sweden then. 3-0 up.
Well, much different than the European final that started with 3 blank ends. between these two nations. Norway has to stay focused now, try and get a deuce back. That's the objective. But that corner guard really in a tough spot to utilize, especially with the curl.
Känns lugnt. Bättre linje. Linjen är klockren. Bra fart. Krille har den. Krille har den. 13-8. Kommer fint mycket nu. Japp, japp, japp. Gå.
I don't know if that caught a flat spot as it ends up jumping, makes a big move.
Yeah, he's just checking that bit of ice there. Sort of have advantage.
Hardt på linje! Hele veien, Torgeir. Hardt på linje, gutter! Må dere gå hardt! Hardt! Gard! Ja, nære i hvert fall. Nei. Säker. Han leder med 3.
And that yellow guard, a little more use in that position. Christian Lindström.
Ja, stopp 8. Ja. Kör mycket. Kör. 8. Wow. Är 9 eller? Ja, den är. Vänta. 8, 4. Bra för frysen. Limma dit frysen. Ja, det går. Kalla där. Helt okej. Det går. Peter sätter sig. 14-2. Tragare och kalla mycket. Helt okej.
Well, the reasoning why you saw Norway put up the centers, they want to leave those stones there because they can draw around them. Sweden unable to get into the forefoot. And Thomas actually even had the shot in the first end. He had an opportunity to score his one, a misjudge, and got caught. We're seeing in this playoffs a few teams getting caught. Canadian team certainly did against the Swedes yesterday. While trying to go around. Just had to wait so long. They couldn't finish it to get it in behind those stones out in front.
Våran kommer inte röra sig mycket där, ser du. TV.
Ja. Gör den hårdare. Det gäller gillen att klippa den. Det är risk att man spinner upp och låser det lite. Vad händer om vi chappar då? Ja, då kan de ju sätta den mitt i klykan och få bort 3 i alla fall. Då har de garderna också. Bestäm du. Klipp den.
Var ligger rakladdat ner. Ja. Där.
Figuring out what to do with that stone, whether you just peel it out or try and roll in. I think just straight peel.
Cleanly done from Christian Lindström.
Var är en B? Vet du? Nej. Var ligger en feil stein nå?
A4, 6,
7 skal jeg ha. 1, 7.
D3.
Jeg har ikke noe 7 da igjen nå.
Ja, du må ta Svente over, da.
Det er bra. Så, vi må gå her i stedet for.
Skjøler masse denne steinen her.
Helt i bakkant. Samme fart på den? Ja, det er litt der trådere siden. Ja.
Må gi på mer. Bra fortsatt.
Så.
Gjerne på linje. Hold i gang. Linje. Linje. Hardt. Hardt. Hvor lang? Hardt.
Bakkant.
Hardt. Hardt. Ta i da. Kom igjen da. Hardt. Hardt. Greit om vi koster hvis den ikke er...
It's not coming round either,
Greit.
despite the efforts of the sweepers.
Ja.
A few mistakes creeping into the Norway game.
Køller der. 10 eller normal?
So they're trying to make these come-arounds and just being a little bit off on the wrong side to start.
Rent.
A lot of games still remaining. Just try and get a deuce in this second end. Well, hit, roll right in for Oscar Eriksson.
Nicely done. And there's the Norwegian coaching bench looking a little bit solemn-faced at the moment. He knows what it's all about. Baltrosen, the coach, he's been there.
He knows how tough it is to try and win that world championship. Never did, but he did win Olympic gold, something neither of these two teams on the ice were able to do.
Changed things in Norway, that gold medal really helped the sport in that country.
Well, trying to get by the front and play the Reds just on the wrong side of the inch.
There's the national coach of Sweden, Pia Lindholm. He's won a few.
Sitting by a world champion as well, Fredrik Lindberg. Played second for Niklas Edin in 2013. Now coaching.
They've won it 6 times in total, Sweden.
Pia Lindholm, a 3-time world champion.
And their women's team is pretty good as well.
Well, Sweden just pouring it on.
Shot after shot.
Sweden coming in won 8 straight. Norway 10 straight.
Swedes giving Norwegians a bit of a headache at the moment.
Slå garden og treffe der. Ser nesten en kvarting eller sånn. Det er like lett å slå garden. Treffer garden hit. Ja. Slår den dit, ja. Da går ikke mer enn den blir liggende dønn. Du får maks Jeg ser ikke så veldig mye, Thomas. Jeg skjønner det, Torgen, men det er ikke noe gevinst med å få garden ned. Du får kvitt en gørø bare. Du får mye mer på den andre, da. Du får mye mer fart i det her, da. Greit. Klippe dem, da. Innan, eller? Det innan? Ja.
Torger, really, timing of making your shots important, and Nergård has had that ability over his career. Make the shots when needed. Needs one right now. And will straight peel of that guard. Sweden lying 4.
And those 4 Reds look very happy sitting there, untouched as yet.
Misses those 4 Reds.
Nästan frys eller? Nej. Alltså ja, nästan mitt för i linjen. Så vi ska minst upp och bajta linan. Okay. Yes. Kommer lite mer så gör inte det någonting. Sätt en dubbel på en 2 högra så är de där på helgändan då. Ja. Haken! Haken! Rent så den inte sticker. Linjen är bra. Kan vara tight. Haken nära. Haken bara. Haken. Bara hake. Kort bara hake. Stannar, kallar över. Hake. Bara stannar. Linje, bara sitta. Bara stannar, den kan vara hög, det är lugnt. Japp, japp. Oh, räck. Japp, japp, japp. Räcker, räcker.
Sweden protecting what they have. And that's what they are playing for. They both want
Championship medals. He has one from a year ago.
Akkurat bak 10, kanskje?
Jeg har bare vært litt løs, tror jeg.
Ja, det er bare å prøve å redusere.
Å dra shot?
Ja. Ja, man får prøve å få kjent på det så. I hvert fall når vi drar vidt her, da.
Ja.
Ok.
Allt men lite bromsat haka. Liksom 600 delar. Skiljer 6 meter.
Farten er fin.
Well, Ulsrud at this point knows he may have to draw to try and cut it down. He's going to try and draw down, maybe force Nicholas to follow his shot down, and he might have a shot to get a score in this end. Down 3 already, cannot afford it to give any more with via the steal.
Right now, I think a draw of 1 would make him very happy indeed.
Well, very nice. He's able to get one in.
A sigh of relief, I think, there.
Vi tar en poäng om vi gardar där.
Det gör han nog inte.
So can Nicholas Edin better that?
Om man tar för tunt
Here it
tar man
comes.
väl lite i nacken.
Super's just keeping an eye, and then
Så länge jag inte tar röd först, då går det inte att missa. Och då tror jag garden är i
helping
vägen.
it into position.
25%.
Vad sa du?
25 ungefär. 30.
Har du tillräckligt av den?
Ja, då, absolut. Jag kan smita garden och sätta den på röd först.
Vilken fart?
Gillar den eller garden. Om vi gardar så har han jävligt svårt att ta poäng. Då kommer vi att stjäla en etta.
Som du känner för, det är svårt för han att ta poäng med.
Ja, gardar vi så stjäl vi förmodligen en etta. Men sätter jag den här, vi ligger 4 på rad. Han ska fara gick sidled in alltså.
So just looking at the angles, what they're looking at here.
Trying to size up where he needs to hit this one. Go red onto the yellow.
2 är det för, va?
Ja, det beror på. Han ska ut ännu vidare och ännu hårdare på nästa. Den här dragningen är fan inte kul alltså.
Säger du. Okej, som du känner.
Very easily could throw a guard, take away any sort of tap or any play that Ulsrud may have. Try and get a steal of 1, but this, sensing the opportunity, sensing.
Kan vi gå ända in hit?
That's the old thing, if he's confident.
But he does go, and he is playing the guard. The worry they had with the other one is if they catch a little wide, they might push the red out and leave a shot for 2. This force Ulsrud into a tough shot to try and score just 1.
12.
Krippar igen.
Krippar igen.
Linjen är bra, linjen är perfekt.
12.
Bara stanna. Krippar igen, inte stanna.
Sitt. Ingenting.
Bra.
Det har vi ikke råd til.
Jo, vi har det.
Nei, det har vi ikke råd til.
So the pressure is on Thomas Ulsrud here.
Ja, rød med hack. Man er tight på garden som bare rakker. Nå treffer rød og dytter ut av 4-fot.
Det holder med akkurat igjennom, altså. Akkurat igjennom fart.
Ja. Må krympe isen til meg. Men vi må smyge den garden, altså.
Jeg tror det kommer når du mister farta på slutten. Tror ikke du trenger å smyge hvis du har riktig fart.
Vent på den her, gutter. Ikke jump den her. For den henger ute, så får jeg over.
Nå skal spille jeg bare backline, eller?
Hack. Myk hack.
So quiet wait, try and get to almost as much as they can see of that red one. Even if they go nose on it, they should be able to tap that shot stone out, score 1.
And that would be a good result for Norway in this last stone of the second end. Bearing in mind how the end was set up.
Well, real close. Got to get past that top one. They tap it back. And a game saver, a championship saver.
He knows that was a very, very, very important shot for Norway. Gets them back on track. Here it is again. A real championship winning shot.
They almost lost that. They almost left it too long. nervous sweep at the end to get it by.
Come on, he says, and phew. So after 2 ends, Sweden 3, Norway 1.
Ligger an 2,5 variant.
So third end, Sweden 3, Norway 1. Live coverage of this gold medal game at the Ford World Curling Championship 2015 here in Halifax in Canada. Alison Walker and Luke Coley bringing you the action. It's already been pretty dramatic in the first couple of ends. More to come.
Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it.
Not the result that they wanted. That guard much tighter, trying to set up the steal. Almost might have even had something catcher, a little pick, just by the reaction of Pedersen. Corner guard goes up.
Masse plass, masse plass. Bare hit. Sva, sva, sva. Den køller opp. Å gutter. Han bytter nå. Sva på slutten. Kom igjen. Litt til. Bra. Ja. Nå på 8 beit 4. Ja. Ja. Bra fart. Ja. Stopp 4. Ja.
Look at the sweeping here.
Fort. Järnet.
Guiding it. Not quite.
Well, a little touch of that guard leaves it open, and now Norway trailing by 2, giving up the hammer. Need to try and get in behind.
Strøken linje. Gjerne bytte. Bare gå og hopp. Hardt. Så løs ut. Aldri av den her. Aldri av. Fortsett, Norge. Vi må hjemme den. Kom igjen. Vi må hjemme den. Kom igjen. Dør mye mer enn dere tror.
That really took his time. They got out in a real wide path on that intern side of the sheet.
It almost seemed to slow down there.
Ikke så jævlig mye finish på en standard, plutselig.
8.
Fikk plutselig ikke så jævlig mye finish på en standard. Jeg tror det var for mye.
Well, they could see part of it, but deciding they want to get rid of that centerline guard, that's a danger one.
Christian Lindstrom.
Trying to peel it, and will actually roll it into the center in behind. So a break.
Garda holder du! Hvite senter!
Hvite senter, så ser han hele rum.
Nicholas Sedin and his team deciding in that second end. They were going to take away the shot for two, did not want to open something up. Left the shot for one.
Ja, akkurat ikke inn. Mulig biter.
Kølle over i hvert fall.
Vi fryser.
Ja, det holder. Litt til.
Okay. Faen, jeg gleder jævlig i året.
A little deeper for SWE.
Det jævlig sporing, så rett og slett.
Jag gillar någon mjukare, bara ta den här. Ja. Du kan stanna där och peta undan den också. Ja. Bättre att klippa den rent än att ta för tjockt så det blir den där. 10-0. Jag tänkte en 11, halvträff 11. Bara trycka ut den i bot. Du får den här kvar. Ja.
Second stone for Lindstrom.
Wow! Wow! Hård eller?
Going down the other side this time.
Bra. Kom igen, kom igen. Ligger andra alla fall. Ja, bra. Bra där. Ja.
Well, will just hang around. But Christian Lindstrom, 2 misses there.
Da går det midt foran, ja.
Ja, volla. Ja, det så såpass godt. Risk i marge.
Er vi inn?
Ja.
Nei.
4.
Den er litt løs, Svas.
3-4.
Ja, køller over også. Bare dø. Rent og dø, Sva. Rent og dø.
Bare dø.
Rent og dø. Okay.
Well, guarding up, shot stone, and also that red tap.
Kan man catcha på den nära där? Ja.
Det var nydelig.
Halvish. Tunn. Ja, lite tunn halv. Yep. Whoa.
Well, trying to catch the side one also, and will miss it. Gets the second corner off. But if he would have clipped that yellow, it brings that side redstone into play. Then Norway can't guard. They have to play for a fours. Right now, Sweden in a position they want to try, or pardon me, Norway in a position they want to try and steal. Putting these guards back out in front. If they have to go play the hit, then it changes your game plan to try and force.
Kølle faktisk.
Håvard litt på slutten.
På slutten må vi gå.
Linje er der.
Rent. Vi må gå over. Vi må gå. Hardt. Kom igjen, fortsett. Litt til. Bra. Jag kan nog träffa röd. Va? Det ser ut som jag kan träffa röd. Ja, jag tror det. Men det känns enklare än att skjuta, va? För då lägger vi ändå kvar center. Ja, klipp den. Det du kan spela är samma igen. Klonka fast där eller gå neråt. Ja. Sätter jag den så kommer jag klonka, va? Om jag sätter den där ute. Ja. Stäm nu. Du kommer ju inte täcka skjutningen då ändå. Jag tror inte riktigt jag kan gå i hålet. Sätter jag den ute så klipper jag nästan höga centern. Ja, det är inte fel att klippa den heller i och för sig. Det ser ut som det finns ett hål. Eller? Ja, om jag spelar inside out så kan jag sätta den i hålet. Ja, men gå på den här då. Skulle du ta tunt i den så blir det inte sämre. Ja.
Well, we can only see a sliver of this. They're trying to pick it.
Quite a tricky shot, this.
Oh, one. If you miss, you want to miss wrecking on the front, not flashing. They'll get off of that top one and peel the guard. Ulsrud continue to put this guard back up in front. See, just a sliver of a touch, which is probably better, because if it doesn't touch that one, he's going to miss everything.
Få in den.
Biten senter nesten, eller opp og nærme der. Glatt og fint her. Ja. En treer. Bare to! Hold da. Så ikke hold ut der.
First of all, shoots 2 stones.
Maks 2! Linja er grei, tror jeg. Linja er grei. Vent litt, på slutten må vi gå. Håvard, du må gå på slutten. Hold dere, Svan nærmest!
Svan nærmest.
Rent, ja. Ja, fortsett! Fortsett, Svan! Harre! Bra.
Well, they wanted to get that one just far enough, not leave the pick again.
Gillar du den eller? Ja, eller hålet nu. Vilken fart. Om jag helbränner, vad gör jag då? Dra in där. Då kan han ju lägga upp en dubbel om man kallar över. Garden är för hög. Kanske gardar här bara. Ja, vi riskar inte mer än 1 på det i alla fall. Dragningen kommer ju finnas nästan oavsett där. Gör vi den där så sätter vi den dubbeln, klonkar där. Vad gör han då? Jag sätter den också. Ja. Okej. Vilken fart tänker du i hålet då? Det är ganska mycket höjdskillnad på garderna. Ja, 8. Okej.
Gillar du den?
Har du den då eller?
Det är ett långskott att skicka garden ner på kantstenen, här sätter jag inte ofta. Visst, man blir av med garden, men man kan ju slå och ligga 3 om man skulle vilja det också. Vi kommer inte kunna skjuta den när den låter på.
Skickar du garden och du skulle riva den så ligger du bra. Du måste garda perfekt. Då har vi dragningen runt. Skulle du inte ha dubbeln och vända dragningen runt. Och hon gardar igen. Sätter du garden kan du slag till 3. Du måste sätta den.
Han kommer klonka fast och ligga kvar där.
60.
Det är inte så svårgardad.
Again, trying for the peel. If they catch this, they might even clip that other red and open things up for both turns to get at their red one.
Wow. Wow.
Nicholas trying to pick the back one off also. Well, close. Catch the back yellow, but sticks it. And it rolls in for second shot.
Tänkte du den sådär?
La få den. Ja. Tøkke halva. Pass på det griner
Du
lett
kommer
over.
inte runt den vägen, du må runt den vägen här.
Ja, du må sånn og hit.
Ikke legge den dobbelt, og bedre enn... I hvert fall bedre enn den slår med der da.
Well, this could be a swing now by coming down and will get the guards, but they jam it and roll it in. Now Ulsrud can look at coming in to the house, making a draw tough because that raise of the red is only for 1 now.
eneste stedet vi ikke skal, er ned her hvor han får trippelen.
Sånn, ja. Ta 2 gutter fra. Jeg kan sitte full 8 der også, i midten der, så han må spille den rett ned.
Det blir ikke så veldig langt unna der du spilte i den tappen, da.
Nei. Fint sig der, altså. Kølla er ingenting kørger før på slutten. Det er bra, gi fart her. Så krysser senter akkurat. En masse helt på vei. En masse helt på vei.
Linja er bra, tror jeg.
Well, important placement of this stone.
Fortsett å gå.
Linja er grei, da.
Pek hvor den skal, Torgeir!
Ja, jeg gjør det her.
Pek hvor den skal!
Her skal vi.
Hardt!
Kjør.
Hardt!
Kjør.
Hardt! Hardt! Fortsett!
Litt til.
Litt til! Kom igjen, litt til!
Så langt dere får den.
Litt til!
Ben er på siden, i hvert fall.
Well, they change up the look. Now Nicholas got to go wide with the intern. And we'll have to be tight to that center line long guard that was the first stone of this third end. Got a steal of 3 in the first. Sometimes that can change the way you think and your game plan. Needs a piece of the button.
Den bra. Ja, bara fart. Linje. Ja. Ja. Hårt linje. Ja! Garden! Garden!
Well, got to get past the front and won't. So we've already seen 4 stolen points in 3 ends of this championship final.
I think that is an end that Sweden will want to forget. Things were going so well for the first couple, but turned again. Welcome back to our live coverage of the Ford World Men's Curling Championship 2015 gold medal game. Look what happened in this, the third end.
Well, and not getting by even bigger. He's trying to get by. Even if they give more room, it's in and it may cut it down. Instead, it's a steal of 2, and we're all square.
An uncharacteristic mistake from Nicholas Edin. Means that it's 3-3. Fourth end. Norway with a little bit of momentum now, perhaps, after that great start for Sweden.
Japp, japp.
Ja, den ganska mycket. Kolla upp. Kolla upp. Bra linje. Kort. Bra då. Bra linje. Japp. Japp. Kom igen. Kom igen. Ja, gubbar. Bra så. Bra så. Fin linje. Foreløpig har vi plass. Bra, linje er bra. Plass. Ligger bra. Nære. Få den tight, hvertfall. Ikke noe høyt. Trenger ikke bytte. Hardt. Ikke bytt. Hardt. Ganske høy. Kom igjen, nei. Høy, vi vil helst ikke ha. Kom igjen. Ok.
Høres det der. Bak 12 da.
Ja.
Japp.
Bak 4.
Bak tørt.
Hård! Hård!
Whoa.
Again,
A little touch. And slides right through there, trying to get at that one.
Just gone off the boil a little bit, Sweden.
They tried those slash peels in that last end. It ended up costing them, leaving them in. May not think about them much throughout, but ends up being a big difference.
Christopher Zwa was second. 86% for the whole tournament.
Linje er bra. Plass. Hvor lang er vi?
Plass som dere kan.
Hvor lang er vi? Plass.
Bare foran.
Ja, hardt. Torger inn. Kom igjen. Torger inn. Kom igjen. Hardt. Kom igjen. Så lenge det er liv inn. Fortsett. Kom igjen, litt til.
Han køller var mindre i sånn.
Hæ? Ja. 7.
Japp. Whoa.
Steve Lindstrom fares a little bit better for Sweden.
Well, we'll miss both of them, so just gets the one. This Sweden team relies so much on the run backs. And they weren't able to make those double peels in the last end to defend. Weren't far off, but they don't get the result. It ends up.
Midt på senterlinja. Vi kan ikke vise noe egen. I huset. Du må gå på slutten. Nå er vi på fart. Litt kortere enn det. Du må jobbe litt køl på slutten her. Vær med. Jobbe litt køl, Torger. Jobbe litt køl. Hele shotten er åpen. Kom igjen, da. Hard. Fortsett. Okay.
Well, long guard. Again, looking for the run. We're double digits in run backs attempts in the round robin game. A 6-5 Norwegian win. And another time, just the single peel. Some point, just making these ones will hurt because you have to try and come back from those early misses. That miss by Christopher Sundgren.
Litt til, tror jeg. Nei, greit, jeg tar deg rolle.
Torgan Ergaard, third player. 79% in the whole tournament. Normally in the 80s, Torger. This is where all the fitness training comes in.
Got to get it over the hog line. That, a very long guard. But I think now, with it being long, you can get at those ones
Den som plukker meg her, så har du litt daff. man kanske bara ska dubbla.
Ja. Ja, dubbel är
Svårt för
bra.
dem att runda in här bakom också.
Ja. Ja, jag dubbel.
2/3 tjock halv.
Ja. Lite till. Wow.
Let's get Eriksson, 85%.
Wow.
Wasn't great in the last end. This one gets past.
Well, we'll get both of them moving, and that one will get just enough of it.
So one of them worked out at last.
Är det höjt eller djupt eller?
Han vill ha 12.
Nei, hit, nei, hit!
12 på 8.
Vil jo aldri klove.
Well, the missed guard allows that. Norway missed putting that one in a good position.
I hvert fall.
So worried about leaving it long, they leave it real long, it over curls.
På slutt må du gå litt, Sva. Vi må ikke kulle over, Thomas. Nei. 5, 6, 5. Du skal i hvert fall hit. Dypt da, få den dypt nå, da. Vær med da.
Sva, gå nå.
Ja, gå. Gå, Sva. Kom igjen da. Kom igjen, kom igjen, kom igjen, kom igjen. Kom igjen. Kom igjen litt til. Kom igjen, kom igjen, kom igjen, kom igjen, kom igjen, kom igjen.
Gå.
Vi kan ikke hele med Thomas, da ruller han dit.
Din stein. Din stein.
Min stein. 11. Sær. Wow, sær. Wow. Wow, Nute. Den kallar hela vägen. Tack.
Fortfarande sarg eller?
Tack. Sarg.
Jag behöver kalla.
Den kallar. Gå på gul om du
Well,
behöver.
they got lots to roll behind as they try and play this one quiet. Just enough to push that through the rings.
Ger ut den lite grann.
Ta min nå da.
Här.
Ta min stein nå da.
På Torgersen nå da. B5 eller et eller annet, eller hva det er for noe.
Du kan feil.
Ja. Ny kvant.
Ja.
Må rulle åpent, ikke sant? Ja. Prøv å rulle åpent da!
Skjerp er greit.
Ja. Snepp mindre, Torger. Garden er høy, altså. Ny kvant.
First of all, should 2 stones here. He's been pretty good, as you would expect, 83%
Bra fart! Vekk over!
all week.
Rent! Rent!
Torgeir kjapp.
Ja, så! Egen! Egen! Egen!
Det är ganska varmt. Ja.
Sätter du vilken hit så är den inte
There
lätt
was
att
a
komma
little
åt.
groan there.
Jammar fast den där. Fan, snåliga 2 men.
It rolls a bit further away. Nicholas can throw more weight and try and get a big roll across the rings. Does have some red stones and red granite out front to hide behind.
Skulle det bli tjapp så har han samma problem. Kan vickas, kan han jäma.
Ja.
The early miss lead stones by Sweden allowed multiple guards to be put up by Ulsrud.
Yes. Nei, det gjør det enn å sette seg.
%, for Nicholas Sedin. 2 skips very similar.
Wow, wow.
Right near the top among skipped stones.
Knippa!
Ja, hit.
And they want to try and roll as far as possible. Not quite fully buried behind that long center guard. Plenty of room to get at this one.
Så går jeg ned litt.
Trenger ikke holde så mye, altså.
Jag ska greppa lite mer.
Den samme skott, ikke? Vi lever jo med blanken.
Well, bigger hit weight than what you normally see on just an open hit, but they're trying to roll it there. They could afford to roll big.
Det er helt greit å rulle litt ut da.
Ikke jumpe, så jeg sier fra hvis jeg myker slipper. Hvis ikke jeg slipper normalt, så blir det fint.
Skönt att den inte kom längre.
Slår av bitte litt fra forrige. Skal ha mer finish enn han her. Samme fart!
Ja.
Fart!
Ja.
Fart! Fart!
Ocean's final stone here, trying to make it as difficult as possible. It's going to catch this guard. No, it's okay.
Well, enough to get rid of it. And we'll sit there, I think about half, 3/4 open for Nicholas to blank. And maybe for everyone to catch their breath in this one after we've seen a steal of 2 and a steal of 3 in this match already.
Yep, who'd have thought that between these two? This is no ordinary curling encounter. It is the World Championship gold medal game. So much at stake.
Well, Brim goes down to clean it.
So scores remain the same. Sweden hope for something better in end number 5. Sweden 3, Norway 3. The impressive 4 sheets in the Scotiabank Arena here in Halifax in Canada. We've had a great week's curling, and this is the climax of the Ford World Men's Curling Championship 2015. 2 of the great curling nations in the world doing battle for the gold medal. 3-3, incident-packed first 4 ends, it has to be said. Look,
there's a lot to could dig into, but now becomes a 6-end game. Sweden has the hammer here. Norway would love to get a force. Head into, start thinking set up into even ends. It was Nicholas yesterday after defeating Canada saying, we're going to have, it's always a close game. It's always a close game between these 2 teams, especially in finals.
and we're going to have to play as well as we did if we're going to beat them. That's what he said. And we've seen patches of that, certainly.
Seen a lot of play around the center line. Christopher Sundgren will look to go right around top part of the rings. And when these 2 skips have done battle, they've played in 4 championship finals. Each have won 2. This will be a 5th. Of course, the last installment was the European Championship, took an extra for this Swedish foursome to go undefeated and win the Europeans.
Linje bra! Linje bra! Hold i gang på linje! Vær med! Ok. Det er risk. Ja, 12-8. Vi er der, ja.
This is going on a little bit further than he intended. It is sticking around though.
Valder på han. Hæ?
Well, Havard was looking to just go around and go top forefoot. Much heavier.
12-8 på den her. Ja.
14-7 full sopa, topp 12. Mer aktivt.
Håll igång. Ja. En som har fart. Den är bra.
Den är där.
Ja, ser lång ut. Nej. Måste kalla. Kommer nu. Lång ut.
Börja sacka. Fortfarande något lång.
Kommer nu. Kalla.
Den duttar.
Över Kalla och Eka. Kalla sitt.
This is going to nestle up to that other yellow. Nicely done from Sundgren. He had a bit of a wayward couple of shots in that previous end.
Det ligger 2 nu.
But he'll be happier with that.
Till linje. Deras. Deras på fart.
Keeping an angle so that even if this doesn't get buried, that it forces a tough shot to deal with those stones behind the tee line.
Det är plats. Håvard in. Och gå. På slutet av du må gå.
Vi tränger över.
Well, right to the tee line for SWE.
Skulle du skava den är inte hela världen heller. Nej. Kalla.
Kan ta det lugnt.
4.
Bra fart. 8. Så till när vi kan gå.
Fortfarande ute, men kommer nog nu.
Kommer nu.
Fortfarande ute.
Fortfarande ute. Kommer nu. Ja. Hårt, den är lös. Hårt, flytta upp då. Kom igen.
Well, it's been a battle last few ends for Christian Lindstrom. Trying to play some double peels, unable to. There, not able to get around.
Signal. Det er jo lett å skyte på oversida. Og da sitter de 2. Nei, i så fall må du hit da.
Ja, det är helt ner på
Tidligere maks. Bak 4 så legger du en slashen. Treigere her da.
Jag tror jag ska lägga på framför det.
Nej, jag är så glad går det att måla sen.
Til linje.
Gärna håll i gang hvis du kan.
Ja, hold ute der. Tidligere.
Plass. God plats. Väldigt god plats. Vänta så länge du kan, så tar vi.
Gå, herfra inn, gå. Kom igjen. Det er dypt.
Kör nå.
Helt ned da.
Well, they're making a decision now to go right down to that back one. Just a little more weight. So 1-2. Just had to be careful they didn't set up a double to sit in behind that protection.
Kalina. 7. Ja. Träffar. Fjärdedel. Okej. Det är 7. Ja.
Ja! Whoa!
Well, just gets by that top one and
That was
needed
more like
that
it.
one.
That was more like it, Christian Lindstrom. Your skip needed that.
Just by the top, even closer to their own. Eriksson and Sundgren with a huge scrub.
Bedre å helhjemme her! Ja, vi ser helhjemme, ja, men... Og Kølestad!
I think straight come around. If they're a little heavy, go to the back.
Vente lengst mulig! Nei, vi ikke bak tid. Ok, kjør da! Kjør da! Svå inn og gå! Svå inn og gå, kom igjen! Hard! Hard, Svå! Aldri av! Hard! Kom igjen! Kom igjen, kom igjen, kom igjen! Kom igjen, kom igjen! Kjør!
Wow, is it just diving, just working itself to the center line as that one had 2-3 feet to go from the hog line in. Look where this one is.
2 sweepers blowing a bit after that. Hard work. Just looks as if Christopher Svaz lying down.
When they do a little switch with sweeping, normally you're sweeping against the curl. So on the in-turn there, you would see Havert on the left sweeping tightest, but they need the curl at the end to keep the momentum going, sweeping with the curl to take it right to the button. Well, the little tap, just quiet weight. It was well protected. Sweden really needs to score in this end. They need to try and change momentum.
Ok. Spill vant da, Norge. Det tar her på... Der og vant. Myk vant. Bra fart, bra fart. Ja, hardt. Bra fart. Rent, wow. Vant. Bra fart. Skjerp deg. Ja.
Not sure where this one's going. Pretty good result though.
Så ser det ut som han skal køle, han køler ingenting.
Alla tre är bättre än den nu.
Ja.
Lägger vi 4.
Okej.
It's a real thin double.
Vilken är bra också.
Vilken fart vill du spela då?
So I think hit and roll has to be the call.
Okej.
Har vi antingen eller?
10.
Oscar likes these though.
Jag skulle nästan säga utifrån, men va? Jag skulle nästan säga utifrån, men har du bättre koll där så kör vi den. Är det bättre för stenen så gör det.
Det svåra är att börjar den väl köla så går det inte att hålla den på den tunna.
Okej, kör den. 10.
Tunn tredjedel för dubbeln.
Ja.
Well, silver medalist skip Oscar Eriksson looking to play the thin double. Know if they over curl, they can make the hit and roll. Well, now going to play the hit and roll. And right down into the forefoot. Knew they had some options with that.
Well played, Stone, from Eriksson.
Ingen vik. Okej, var ser det på
Sweden
farta?
shot Stone.
Det er bra farta, hæ? Vi ser hva vi må trenger. Ja, dere styrer farten. Jo mer dere prater med Torger, jo bedre. Må vi få jevnt innsida. Kan vente. Kjennes Langel. Vekk, Håvard, vekk. Vekk, Kjennes Langel.
Linja er grei. Linja er bra.
Ja, men ja, linje!
Ja, på linje.
Helst ikke fart! Linje!
Hardere på linje.
Wow, a huge brush. So they don't get by.
But they are shot stone. Little break for Medina and Team Sweden.
Kjapp är okej. Inte lätt för honom vilka skott det då.
Han köper med en gång.
Får se till att inte gå i den bara. Kjapp är
Ja, exakt.
Kjapp, 11. Eller ja, invikt.
Det är bra.
Kjappen är bra också. Rullar vi för långt och får en samma dragning igen.
Ja.
Han har ju varit nära på alla sidor så han kommer ju vara bra.
Sätter vi den.
Yes.
Japp. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow!
Wow.
Med! Wow!
Wow, wow, wow. Kom med.
Wow!
Japp, japp.
While trying to get the roll inside.
Wow, kör! Hårt!
Pretty good. Is it far enough?
Det såg ut som man skulle börja curla. 10-4.
Ja, för hård.
Well, Ozrud
Bra finishplan här, Torger.
figures it's far enough that he will not play the slash because he could end up losing a couple of his in the process. Going to the other turn now, try and freeze and get second shot.
Det beste på den her, hvis dere må gå hele veien, kommer jeg antageligvis ikke til å få linje, bare så det er sagt.
Forrige var en ofter urørt da.
Ja, hvis dere må gå hele veien på den her, så får vi antageligvis ikke linje. Men det er derimot... Hvis vi
må spille inn the ballpark.
Ja. Bra. Ok. Slå en halvmeter da.
Well, Ozrud made a key shot in the second to score one for his team and trying to continue the momentum, making a key last stone.
They're all important shots, but this one is too. Scrubbers having a.
Well, this one really curling as they'll end up almost tapping that top one. They don't quite tap it in for third shot. It's going to be a chance at another three now, just like that.
Oh dear.
Seis ut av hånda borte. Ja, men ut av hånda er den borte.
Almost thinking this one may have grabbed as it really overcurled, wasn't anywhere near.
Känns lite dum.
Took a bit of a funny turn, didn't it, towards the circles.
Niklas! 13-6 var hans som tickar i. Stanna här!
Ja, vi får snacka lite fart i några sekunder där. Den förra 86 är mjukt satt. Kändes jävla hårt den sliden, men jag tror att...
Ja, det förstår jag. Det går trögare.
Ja, det går jävligt trögt och det ekar ju in. Du har ju stöd i egen, men samtidigt kan man inte spela en take på den så att säga. Men...
Big score on the cards here for Sweden.
Kan skava in på någon av dem också. Jag tror men något sånt där 85. Höga 80 med en bättre sättning.
Precis. Ja, det låter bra.
Och gärna att vi får hålla igång den lite så.
Ja.
Känns bra. 71.
Ja, den är hård.
Bak 4 upp. Bak 8 upp.
Linjen är helt lugn.
Bak 8 upp.
Och Ekes då.
Ekes.
Ekes.
Bak 4.
Ekes.
Ekes. Snart in i egen.
Och tickar den så kan vi fortfarande rulla ut. Kalla allt den kan. Kalla allt den kan.
Kalla.
Those reds, 1, 2, 3, 4. What an end for Sweden. High fives all round. Look at that score now. to 5 as they head into the break. Sweden 6, Norway 3.
Well, the team's meeting after 5 ends. So we look at first end. That's the situation. A key shot early by Oscar Eriksson really set things up, put the pressure on. Ulsrud, though, still has a chance to get one. Sweep it early, sweep it most of the way down. Slides too far, and a steal of 3 for Sweden. Back in the second end, Ulsrud trying to get on the board. Adin decides to guard the outside. Ulsrud needs the out-turn tap to push the Redstone out of the forefoot. Get the perfect angle, push that one back, bring their yellow in as a counter. And right back in the third end, couple of peels that rolled the Yellowstones in for 1 and 2. Nicholas Adin have to go real wide, trying to get around this guard, but doesn't make it. And those 2 yellows will come into count, and it's all square 3 apiece. And into the 5th end. Looked like a possible pick on Ulsrud's last. Really over curls. Nicholas Adin can draw to his own, score his second 3 this time with the hammer. And they do that, come to their own. So 5 ends through, 6-3 in this championship final. The gold medal game.
As a reminder of the playoff format, all adds up to Norway against Sweden for the gold medal. Canada securing the bronze after beating Finland earlier today. So they must be happy chappies in that camp. And a bit of work to do for Team Norway.
Så precis på rundbacker och sånt som det de har gjort hittills dem, eller?
Nei, vi må begynne å treffe på litt mer sted nå.
Skal vinne dette, så må vi treffe på resten da, ikke sant?
Vi må begynne å være, vi må prøve å prøve, vi må være presise.
Ja, det tar vi bare være.
Nå skal vi ut,
det er ikke mange lag som er verre, som henger mer på en del her i dag.
mange sjanser nå. Ikke tatt dem, ikke sant? Det er jo...
Men nå blir det sikkert litt enklere, nå blir det bare få dager.
There they are. Championship medals. And it's looking in Sweden's favour, certainly at the moment. A 6-3 score, but not too much to choose in terms of percentages, and just the 3 stolen points for Sweden and 2 for Norway.
And that many stolen points we haven't seen from either of these sides throughout the event given up. And you see why, the percentage is lower. Seen some great shots, but some mistakes too.
It's the mistakes that also make for intriguing curling games. Everyone is fallible. Great atmosphere inside the Scotiabank Centre here in Halifax. Fans enjoying some break time entertainment there, but getting back to the action now. There's the numbers, big scores. 6-3 and 6.
Well, and when things have set up for Sweden, Oscar Eriksson's made some key shots. Ulsrud's had some misses. They overswept his tap in the first. Unable to make the come around with his final shot. They've caught a flat spot and just made a move. Didn't get the roll on his first either, which allowed Nicholas Edin to do it and get the short roll. Set up their second 3.
Gjerne jobbe litt køl på slutten, så var mulighet. Glir ganske bra her nå, plutselig.
Okay.
So Sundgren, 80% for this game, but down from his average throughout the week, which was 89%.
Kan behöva curla lite. Nästan bajt 8, topp 12. 14-0. Ja, räcker där. Räcker den här, behåll lite avstånd. Fint, bra det.
Similar to second end, Ulsrud on his side, trying to set up. Just need 2. There's still 5 ends to play. Does not have to be an all-out as we see Havard's numbers in this game.
It's not great. Not by his standards.
Well, Christian Lindstrom's had a very up and down game. Made a key double in that last. But you saw low numbers for the Swedish second. Peels that corner.
Du känner som på farten eller var lite glattere igen?
Snäppet glattere.
Fazva, second, 80% for the game. A bit down from his performances earlier on in the week.
Well, they flirted with touching that guard. Even with the weight, come down back 12 foot. Third shot.
Vi ligger 2. Jag gillar att klippa garden.
Jag trodde han var fin, så...
Nej. Så länge du inte tar tunnare än en tredjedel så går det.
Yep, that was close, that one.
Very tight to that corner guard.
Bra. Har det.
Har du liksom hvor mye mer kløver?
Få en av mine steiner!
På linjen altså! Helt bak her! Jeg tror det holder!
Hva tror du om innover? Tror du det er samme fart innover, eller? Tror du det er noe pris også?
Mindre køl nå!
Ja, jeg tror det.
Så hele trenger vi ikke på linjen.
Gjerne litt!
Er det lange?
Hvor lange da?
Nei, jeg er ikke sikker.
Linjen er bra!
Nei, det er ikke lange.
Hard!
Fryse!
Hard! 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 Vi har den! Wow!
La han dra.
Bra spill, altså.
Trying to figure out if getting caught in a spot that it just curls.
Normal! Plukker den, eller? Det er jo søppelvis. Hæ?
So that one intended to be in behind, and it ends up coming up short on that guard.
Oscar's numbers, 83%.
Fint. Bra där.
And we'll nose that one. Important that they do nose it, because now they lie 1, 2, 3.
Varm, så det var ikke noe særlig stig her.
Well, the big difference among thirds. Thought that'd be a key position. Really set things up for both teams.
I'm wondering how far this is going to go here.
Well, I got about 13 seconds. Very heavy, going deep in the house.
Still able to smile.
Okej, här följer på väg.
Lägger 3! Vi lägger 3, ja. Inte lämna någon då.
This is a World Championship final. We're still going to have a good time.
Den kan nog inte sticka här. Man skulle kunna klippa den, men...
Man kan inte komma runt kanske.
Eller garda.
Ja, vi skulle kunna göra det. Har ju 3 sten på sig då. Eller slå bort.
Ja, de måste bort med den också någon gång. Sätter de den där dubbelt så är det farligt nära att den tickar ut den där ändå.
Stämmer. Träffa han på rätt sida på skjutningen och så vicka gard någonstans kan det bli lite äckligt, men bestäm dig. Han skjuter i vågar
Kanske är den ändå.
Okej. Ja.
Börjar bli rätt sent för dem att fortsätta runda här
Ja,
också.
då ligger vi 4 så.
Ja, kör det.
Kör.
Samma fart.
Okej.
So after much debate, away goes Oscar Eriksson.
Rent. Rent. Japp. Kom igen.
It's this back one.
So lying 4.
9-6. Hårhøyt! Solid landlig! Se om du kan få litt sånn i hvert fall. Prøv å ligge med skjuteren, vel?
Ligger igjen med begge, vel?
Hæ?
Prøv å ligge med begge.
Ja.
Eller?
Må du spille pil, da?
11, eller?
Ok.
They'd like to keep both the yellows around. Get a little roll with the shooter.
Yep.
They use a bit of drag effect on that to that next redstone. We'll kick that one out to the side, and the shooter will roll out, but it opens up the 4-foot. It's a better look in the end right now for Ulsrud. Narrowly misses that back one as well. Watch the redstone go back, just miss it.
And the shooter just off to the right-hand side there.
Vi kan klonka och stanna i gul på högerkanten, men
Jag har inga hängarna så det är bra.
det är bara en bonus. Jag får inte ta tunt och sätta den där nere dock, det är ju det viktigaste.
So even with a little hit and roll, they open up a freeze to that backstone.
75% for the game, which is not great.
And will peel and catch on that side. Freeze can be shot stone now after that play by Ulsrud and Torger's last.
Ja, limen på da.
Ja. Hvis du limer den på, så får den ikke ut.
Det er shot hvis du limer den på. Corner. Hjørnene. Jeg tåler ikke å bamse. Hva vil det si at farten er normal utover her på innan? Jeg glei nesten bedre her nå, akkurat der. Ja, vi skal helt bak i huset. Normal fart? Ja, normal.
Only 65% for this game, and he's been 3% previously for the week.
Får du ikke bounce?
Håvard nærmest, Håvard nærmest.
Ikke meg mot deg.
Linja er der.
Limen på.
Limen på.
Limen på, vi køller over, ja.
Limen på.
Ja. 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 Vi må heller...
Well, I was hoping to hit it on the freeze to it on the inside, the center line side, so that a jam goes onto it.
Så ligger vi 2. Innan. Kjapp gör den också. Allt insida.
Även om vi klipper bakstenen så ligger vi 2, så säkert få ut den. Kan vi ta lite tjockare och ligga kvar för en bonus.
Sedin with his final stone here.
And we'll pick that out. Now, really big that it actually caught on that side one for Adin's first. The force still in play.
Han skal inn mot midten.
Last year's World Final, it was Norway getting out to an early lead. Also via the steal, got out to a 5-0 lead. Cruised to an 8-3 World Championship victory.
Final stone, the 6th end. Two Swedish stones there, so he does draw to the button for 1, forced to take 1 and 1 only. And there is the score after 6. Sweden 6, Norway 4. Some of the half-time entertainment going on here. And who would have thought?
Well, both teams are well liked here in Canada, play a lot, tour events in Canada. You wouldn't know it's a World Championship final as Thomas Ulsrud goes over, sweeps a rock, maybe needing to warm up a little bit. Needing a big last 4 ends in this one, trailing by 2.
Yeah, really getting the crowd going there. Maybe just getting the crowd behind Team Norway a little bit more to urge his team on.
Well, Ulsrud be a long way back, down 2 without the hammer now, trying to become the first non-Canadian to go back-to-back World Championship titles.
They know what they have to do. Been in this position many, 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 many times. Not necessarily in a World Championship final, though. Just in terms of the game.
Rent för linje. Nej, nej. Gärna vänta ett tag. Okej, ni kan vänta. Linjen är bra. Linjen är bra, den går lite längre ut. Kalla mycket nu.
There will be many scenarios that Team Norway haven't faced.
Titta, bara bajt, den ser lång ut, den ser lång ut. Och inte gömma någon mer nu heller. Nej.
Lite kort.
Ja,
Snyggt, perfekt så. 13-8.
Well, good rock placement. Top part of the ring, still have room if a freeze is made. Have a wider scoring area.
Försiktig. Ska väl vara då, eller? På slutten så du kan jobba curl hvis du har mulighet. Du har mulighet til å jobbe curl på slutten.
Ja, det har vi ikke.
Håper han kommer inn.
Ja, håper han stopper.
Holder akkurat det.
Algen där borde ju vara okej, va? Ja. Liknande fart. Riktigt lika mycket.
Bra linje.
Kristoffer Sundgren.
Ja, linje. Ja. På botten. Det är bra linje, ni har den. Den är förbi. Perfekt linje. Bite 4. Perfekt linje.
Bra nästan nedanför då.
Ja, kör. Gå. Kom igen. Snyggt.
And that's a pretty tasty effort from Sundgren.
Är det nog?
Well, they're going to need some mistakes and some great shots to be made. Have to fight their way back after they stole 2 in the third to tie things back up after 3 early.
Är vi runt allt eller? Vi har plats till det. Är vi runt allt? Ja, runt allt. Vi har massor plats till det. Ingenting tagit. Ja.
Well, second shot, back part of the forefoot. This really didn't allow the sweepers to have much part in that as it goes deep.
Whoa, är med. Whoa. Nej.
Well, double peel made to open things up by Christian Lindstrom. He's had some struggles in this one, but this time able to make the double peel.
Yep, seems to have been through his bad patch. Back on form again.
Ganske lik, tightere linje. Gjerne hold den ute der.
Nej, linje är grei.
Ligger bra nå. Ligger bra. Midt på senter.
Dere må garde den gule, Thomas.
Wow!
Det er bra man tar. Hvordan tenker du dette her videre, Thomas?
Bra.
Jeg tror vi må ned og så tappe på et eller annet.
Tappe den røde.
Tappe den røde ned.
Rent.
Lindstrom after that guard.
Looking for the straight peel, and he gets that one off.
Jeg skjønner ikke hvorfor du skulle ikke gå den, for det er det.
Spille med bakkant 8 og så prøve å tappe den.
På linje.
Jeg ser tynn halmen!
Ja, du skal få den dit!
Ja.
Og skyte den og sånt.
Ok.
Legger det noe så, men da har vi I hvert fall et eller annet å jobbe med. Fart hit, da. Jeg tror ikke noe mer enn sånn, da. Jeg skal litt opp I fart.
Tapper så.
Japp. 9-11. Japp. Wow, 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 wow. 11. Wow, wow, wow. Lite rått. 11. Nære, nære.
Backline.
Nære.
Backline.
Japp, hvis det har.
Backline.
Wow,
Wow, wow, wow, wow.
wow. Okay, det for det. Forsvant den vinkelen I hvert fall.
Well, ends up hanging around a little too much weight.
Det ikke noe særlig stjernelig.
They're trying to just move them both around, maybe even get to the nose of that top red, and it just barely catches the back red.
Bara högt. Bara högt.
Ben.
Japp, japp. Ben.
Sarg.
Wow.
Sarg.
Wow.
Sarg.
Wow.
Similar pathway for Oscar Eriksson.
Upp, eller långt. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Snyggt.
Fint.
Ja,
Perfekt.
bra fart.
Okej, bad.
11-3.
Sarg kan nog inte vara mycket mjukare än det.
11-3.
Ja. Det er ikke så fiffla her nå. Vi får ikke stjerne. Doble! Myk 11. Hår høyt. En løft, Torger.
Det kanskje bedre å bare kjappe og sitte igjen.
Nei.
Hvis du dobler her og ruller ut, så gir du bort 2. Det kan vi ikke gjøre.
Nei, men nå må vi.
Dobler kjappen.
Ja, eller litt på
Det her kan
innsiden.
vi ikke la ligge sånn.
Hvis du treffer hår på den siden, så dobler du kanskje til du får toppen på den siste.
Er det ikke bedre å treffe doble den veien og rulle foran
Men jeg klarer ikke å doble den veien.
Klarer jo det.
Se på skjermen da.
Ja, da spilte ja, men får den ikke ut.
Hvis du bare dobler de to, så kan du splitte ringa.
Ja, det er
Jeg tenker,
11.
hva er det du vil da?
Hår høyt. Jeg er nødt til å ligge igjen med shooteren I hvert fall.
det er dårlig koll da.
Jeg er nødt til å ligge igjen, Thomas. Ja. Hvis vi ruller ut, så splitter den ringa.
Jeg tror ikke det er noe bra kold. Jeg tror det er bedre å ta på nesa, sitte igjen på toppen, som han pilen av.
Ok, men spill med pil I hvert fall da. Prøv, kjapp. Myk pil, kjapp. Hår høyt. Japp. Hardt.
Well, they want to make the double. Long discussion of what they want to play.
Hard.
Well, kicks that one off to the side.
Okay.
Bit of a pocket now if they may have available. But leaving those reds around. Cannot afford to give up a big end. They trying to set up a force or even a steal, but not really the setup right now to do so.
Rent. Wow, rent. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Den kalla.
Wow.
Den
Wow,
kalla.
kalla. Kalla, kryppa, allt du har. 3 centi. Kom igen.
Japp.
Snyggt.
Ja. 10,5.
10-6.
Jeg liker det å slå rulle hit.
Playing the double might have been a bit of a change in the strategy and the game plan for this 7th end. Make the double. Can lie shot. Maybe get a rollout by Nicholas Sedin. You have a chance for a force.
All these ifs and buts.
And even if it is a blank
Så er det bra rundt på toppen.
or a force, you're still down 3 playing the 8th end.
Det var inte jättelångt. En stenluft där eller något sånt. Det är drygt. Ja, bra.
Yeah, you'd much rather be in their position than his position right now.
Ja! Hardt! Hard! Egen over, følg egen.
And another double just missed.
Go.
Didn't start well, looked like it was getting better. And then
Jeg hadde ikke forventet at det skulle curle der.
another 3 by Sweden.
Ja, nå har vi ikke noe annet å dra det sånn.
Han kommer ofta chansa runt och får sätta skjutningen på 3 eller 4.
Jag ska pröva göra det.
Inte vicka inåt så här. Hellre hård än lös.
Sweden red,
10 för.
10 ja.
Norway yellow.
10-6. Wow.
Kom med!
Japp! Wow. Japp! 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 Hårt!
Hela vägen! Kom igen, kom igen, kom igen, kom igen! Ingen vikt. Bra.
Well, the hit and stick now leaves a real big decision.
I alla fall med så här mycket. Dubbla mängden mot tidigare matcher.
Yeah.
Varsågod.
Happy enough, Nicholas Edin, and why wouldn't you be?
Krippa.
Let's look at those 3 red stones well spread out.
Kant 12.
Bra shot.
Nå er det på T-line. Vi har ikke noe valg.
Här så.
Hit and roll, straight draw, whichever way you think you can get this one hidden and force Nicholas to play that red straight back.
Vi må i hvert fall en god chunk av 8-foten, altså. Hvis ikke sant?
Nå er det på innan.
Greit å ha med hår her, tror jeg, altså, på slutten.
Ikke så veldig keen på den, men jeg er ikke redd. Vi skal rundt fronten, ikke sant?
Tror vi at det glir greit her ute, ikke sant? Det er ikke...
Ja, du var jo topp 8-fot her.
In his massive
Det var
array
rett
of
og slett
shots
det er fint sig her nå. Hva sier du den her? Så han i hvert fall må gjøre et vanskelig slag.
that he has in his locker. He needs a good one of them here. Defending world champion.
Da vil jeg vie.
Løs! Vent litt da, vent litt da!
Glatte sporet.
Vent litt da, vent litt da!
Glatte sporet.
Vent litt nå på slutten over!
Må køle en mil.
Vent litt! Vent lengst mulig og så gå! Nå må du gå da! Gå!
Well, time looks pretty close.
Hard! Hard!
Try and do all they can, try and get it little protected, little frozen. But I don't know if he will have to play that red back and need to curl a bit more. See what kind of weight Nicholas throws at this. If he hits and sticks, he has a chance for 4.
Frågan fart här. Det är stor risk. Ta ganska tjockt så snäppar man ut den. Ta lite tunnare, då tar slagstenen i nacken. Stor risk att bara få.
Not been the game for that man, Thomas Ulsrud, right from the first end.
Lite mindre träff.
They seem to be getting it going
Jag får inte ta det med slagsten. Jag skulle kunna spela lite mindre. Jag har
after
90
that.
nästan.
Kör en 7 då.
Ja.
Sweden just turning the screw.
60-65.
Ja, 60.
Over the years, it has been Sweden that's just had his number. 12 and 16 record for Ulsrud in round robin games. Hit, peel it out.
It wasn't far away, but it is 3. It's another big score for Team Sweden in this gold medal game. Feeling confident, feeling good. A long way back now for the defending champions. After 7, Sweden 9, Norway 4. And this is what they're after. World Championship trophy for 2015, carried in by the Canadian Mounties.
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, 2 members wearing their full red serge dress attire.
And they get medals to go along with that as well. They place it down carefully. It is quite heavy. And some very, very, very famous names on that trophy.
Including both of the skips in this championship game. 1 year ago, Thomas hoisted it. 2 years ago, Nicholas Adine lifted it above his head.
Players have to remain focused. Not over yet. I always think it must be quite distracting, but they seem to manage it all right.
Has to be a real tough one to see for Thomas Ulsrud, especially after giving up his third 3 of the game. Seeing the trophy he won a year ago.
Yep, look at that scoreboard and look at those 3s along from Team Sweden. They are within touching distance. Chris Sundgren gets us back underway.
Kom igen! Kör den över också. Det är bara kör. Kom igen. 14-0. Kom igen. Det är bara att köra.
Ner på T-line,
Jävla dåligt släpp på den. Det är bra. Bra stoppat.
And in a different type of game, Thomas might have had a different plan in that last end. Wouldn't have gone as aggressively as he did. He knew he needed to try and force Nicholas to play a difficult shot. Didn't execute it.
Always more difficult when you're chasing the game.
Was an 8-3 win for Team Norway last year in the final.
Nothing to choose between the leads.
Sundgren will throw his second through. See 2 corners go up. Norway try and do everything they can. Try and set up a score of 2.
Ikke har du den, Torger? Det er ganske nære ut, egentlig. 3-eren. Hard, for å få ned på linje. Hard, helt ned til kosten. Kom igjen, helt ned til kosten. Kom igjen da. Kom igjen, litt til.
Litt snørre.
Hæ?
Litt snørre, ikke?
Well, looking for the double peel, and Christian Lindstrom started slow, but double peel in the 7th. Double peel now in 8.
I wasn't sure whether he was going to get this one, but look how it spins.
Hard.
Well, this Swedish team has an opportunity to try and win another major championship this year in just their first season together.
Yep, has been quite a season for this young team. Against, I suppose you could say, the veterans of world curling, Team Norway. Here he goes again.
Well, we do play 10 ends, but that first end, such a tone setter, and steal in the first as we compare seconds. Both a little bit below what we have seen from them throughout the week. Norway tries to put him in a few different spots, see what they can do. They try one more and then around that stone in the house.
Bale and home. Must be delighted with the way things have gone. We put this team together.
Pea was on the podium 3 times as a skip. He was there when Nicholas and his team in Victoria 2 years ago were on the top of the podium, looking strong to possibly hear the Swedish national anthem at the end of this World Championship. Look at that curl right in behind in the 8-foot and dead buried.
Such a good shot.
Could actually preferred to have it another couple feet deeper.
And this is going at a fair old rate. Anything that Norway throw at Sweden, they deal with. Comparison of the thirds, and Oscar Eriksson are way ahead on all counts. You said it would be a key position, look, and so it has turned out.
Sort of shows what we see on the scoreboard.
Linja bra, venn. Mer plass enn forrige foreløpig. Venstre lengst mulig. Sklia, eller? Sklia, trenger vi å sklia?
Ja, vi er risk gjennom.
Ja, vi er ikke gjennom, men...
Ikke gjennom.
Hard! Egen over, fortsett på egen, fortsett.
Trying to get a little rub off of it to get in behind.
Norway doing all they can.
Hall borde inte röra den här. Ja.
Klippa. Kommer ton.
What can we do?
Ja. Ikke sant, så vi har ikke så mye å... Vi har litt dårlig med tid da, vet du. Ja. Vi kan ikke gi oss 4 der.
Up at the other end, it's a lot more straightforward for this man.
Curled a perfect 100% in their semi-final win over Canada.
Another crisp clearance from Medin.
6-6-3.
15 der, da. Ja, jeg må nesten slå og rulle, da. Aksinanslag.
Comparison of the skips. And again, that tells its own story.
Nære.
And will hit it on the nose. Just unable to make the roll. Just one loss for this Norwegian team all week. Thomas knew he got away with one in round robin against Sweden. And a last rock miss by Niklas Edin.
You know, we've had a great week. Looks like it's not going to be their day on this occasion.
Many were ruling Niklas Edin and his team out early in this week with A 2-3 start to begin the game.
Team having a discussion now.
Nei, hvis vi tar en, så må vi stjæle 2-2. Det ser ut. Tar en.
Well, decision. Try and play for the single point. And hate to say it, to discuss whether to concede possibly after.
Crowd urging on Thomas Ulsrud. Such a popular character in Canada. Last stone of this 8th end. Ulsrud and Team Norway.
Rent.
They hit. And will stick around.
For the 1 point. Not about to concede yet. After 8 ends, Sweden 9, Norway 5. Welcome back to our live coverage of this gold medal game between Sweden and Norway at the Ford World Men's Curling Championship 2015. As you can see, look at those threes. It all adds up to 9 for Sweden, 5 for Norway. Huge deficit to make up for the defending champions. But they won't be giving up just yet.
Jeg tror det er bedre at vi er litt høyere, så han ikke slår den inn I huset, Thomas.
Japp. Vi må avstand I hvert fall. Japp.
So centerline guard, a 4-point lead. And last rock.
Finns lite curl han släpper linan där.
Japp!
Mjuk!
Japp!
Borta. Till att den går igenom bara. Ja, lite mjukt satt bara. Okay.
Well, Sundgren won't be able to make the tick on that one. It'll slide right through.
Vi nære den nå, tror jeg.
Får de beina gode?
Hvis den ikke kommer inn til senter, så tror jeg vi kommer ganske nære den andre her. Meter foran, kanskje.
Små køle.
Stopp litt nå, faktisk.
Ja, de får den ikke foran likevel, Thomas. Ja, tenkte på det. Ja.
Gonna have the second one just thrown through. They look at the angles. Christian Lindstrom now will be thinking he'll be playing the double peel on his first of second stones.
Okay.
Hva var det jeg var igjen? B5? B5 Azur?
Nei, de to er mine. Det er Thomas sine, og den er din.
Altså jeg var 1. Sorry, det er hele om jeg er 1 eller 5.
Which one?
Looking for that magic one.
Maybe this one will make the difference. Let's give it a go.
Well, this is an important one because they want to try and draw around, so you want a stone that may curl a little bit more.
Den også dro litt.
Yep. Her! Kølestein, eller?
Nei, plukk.
Tappe den øverste.
Wow.
Wow.
I stand corrected. I think just trying to maybe change the angles of these guards, knowing double peel was relatively easy the way they were laid out.
Team Scotland watching on, and also the American team as well. They look enthralled, don't they?
Well, they're standing ready for the closing ceremonies after.
Wishing they were in this position, no doubt. The final is where you want to be, and preferably in a winning position like Team Sweden.
Oskar, bra.
Well, Lindstrom's definitely picked up his play, able to make the double peel.
Han plukket ganske solid den foran.
Helt annet spor! Ja, den er plukket igjen. Ja, den spinner. 5. Landra!
Lots of rotation on this one for Christopher Sva.
Ja, bare gå, Torger.
Run a bit straighter with the extra rotation.
Det kjennes som det er en flekk der som du sklir over.
Bare klipp av garden. Ja. Eller vil det gjerne en semi? Wow. Wow. Bra.
And away goes that guard.
Fint.
Ja, sentergard eventuelt da.
Hæ?
Eller sentergard er vel greit da, kanskje?
Ja, greit. Nei, det er glatte, gutter. Nei, det er glatte. Wow. Kølo. Her kommer den. Ok. Pent.
Thomas will ask his third. Torger put centerline guard out in front. Of course, this team, silver medalists in 2010, but skipped by Torger. Thomas, a family emergency, having to go home. Looking like he'll have a full set of World Championship medals. Go along with 3 bronze medals. And of course, the gold from a year ago.
Norway always in contention. always one of the teams to beat at the World Championships. Sweden have had the measure of them in this one.
Well, narrowly missing that one.
Round of applause as he heads up.
Jeg drar på den her banen, får vi se.
Vet ikke. Hva har du da?
Den er ganske fin, så svær har vært sånn for.
Det er tight ut, synes jeg. Linja er grei nå. Må køle faktisk på slutten her nå. Så er nærmest.
Jobbe kølsa, jobbe.
Så er nærmest. Må jobbe litt nå. Jobbe litt køl. Litt til det, så.
Litt til.
Litt til. Litt til. Det er sånn vi står på litt opp. Hæ?
Well, peeling the guard, doesn't decide to go after the run back, doesn't want to leave a stone out in front.
Big round of applause for Thomas Ulsrud as he plays his last stone from his wife and his son too.
Kan bli en wobbler. Andre is. Out. Han blir en wobbler, ja.
And who would have thought? Ever the showman, he knows the game is gone. Where's this going to finish? The crowd absolutely love it. They're even sweeping it.
And there's the handshakes, they'll
Look
come
at
out
the
as
curl,
well.
look at the curl. And Sweden have won the gold medal game. They are the 2015 World Champions. What a performance. Well, it hits the button, but it doesn't matter anymore. It's all about the team in yellow and blue. Well played to Team Sweden. Silver medal to Norway.
Well, Nicholas Edin, the last time World Championships in Canada was champion. He'll do it again. He's now a two-time world champion. As the celebration continues and will go on throughout the night. First season together. That's Fredrik Lindberg, who was with Nicholas the last time, now coaching. Coach of a World Championship team.
got what you wanted, a silver medal. What went wrong?
Just from the beginning, you know, the first time we gave up a big steal of 3, and for some funny reason we couldn't handle the ice today. It was a bit different than where we used to in the playoffs games, but it was a bit softer. And we picked the rocks that really was swinging, but I guess when the ice was a bit softer, we couldn't handle them. So these things happened, and we lost to a really great team. So what can I say?
Apart from the final, you've had such a great week.
Yeah, we had a great week. So really enjoyed Halifax and the Worlds here, and all the spectators and people have been really nice to us, and we had a good run. So didn't quite go this time.
How do you feel about the silver medal?
I'd rather have his medal and gold medal, but I guess that will do for now.
I quite like your stuff at the end, though.
Yeah, that was a trick shot. I guess if you're ever going to play it, this was the time. So, yeah.
Well done on the silver.
Thanks.
Congratulations, Nicholas, world champion 2015. How does that sound?
Feels amazing. So proud of my team for being a first year together, and we had to focus a lot after a bad start to get back in this event, but we did it with our heads held high, and played so good in the playoffs.
How does this compare to 2013?
Excuse me?
How does it compare to when you last won it?
It's almost the same feeling, actually. That was the first Worlds, but now with the new team and getting everything together, and in the way we win as well. We beat Canada pretty big in the semi-final, and then win the final pretty big here. It's yeah, it feels really good, and the second half of this game was just pure enjoying it out there.
And that key really was the start, wasn't it? The key, the 3 at the start.
Yeah, and then they got back in the game, so we had to sort of refocus. The ice changed so much from the other games, but so happy we could keep playing the way we did throughout the whole game there.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
While the other teams enter the ice surface, Sweden will head atop the podium. For the second time in Canada, Nicholas Edin will hoist the World Championship trophy. As the two teams in the final will be on the podium beside each other along with Team Canada. Been a great week in Halifax. The World Championship. Not quite the drama of the final. Nonetheless, a commanding victory for Team Sweden. The bronze medalist team winning this morning over Finland. Skip, Pat Simmons. Third, John Morris. Second, Carter Rycroft. Their lead, Nolan Thiessen. Alternate, Tom Sallows, and their coach, Earl Morris. Well, we just heard from Thomas Ulsrud, disappointing loss. Another medal for Norway. Their skip, Thomas Ulsrud. Third, Torgeir Nergård. Second, Christopher Sva. Their lead, Hubbard Ved Peterson. Alternate, Marcus Højbjerg. And coach, Paul Truelsen. world champions get that walk down the ice. Our coach Frederick Lindberg, alternate Heinrich Leek, lead Christopher Sundgren, second Christian Lindstrom, third Oscar Eriksson, and skip Nicholas Edin, a two-time world champion.
Et mesdames et messieurs, veuillez accueillir la présidente du comité de Canada qui présentera les médailles de bronze.
And now I'd like to call upon Marilyn Neely, Chair of the Board of Curling Canada, to present medals to the bronze medalists from Canada.
Coach Earl alternate Tom Sells, lead Nolan Thiessen, second Carter Rycroft, third John Morris, and skip Pat Simmons. Et maintenant, la représentante du WCF de la Norvège présentera les médailles d'argent.
Would Doug Lynn Lowen, WCF representative from Norway, please come forward and present medals to the silver medalists from Norway.
Presented to Coach Paul Juleson, alternate Marcus Hyber, lead Harvard Van Peterson, second Christopher Zed, third Torgor Nerva, and the skip Thomas Olsrud. Et maintenant, le président de l'association de curling de la Suède présentera les médailles d'or.
We're going to call upon Michael Martelund, President, Swedish Curling Association, to present medals to the gold medalists from Sweden.
Receiving his coach, Frederick Lindberg, alternate Henrik Lee, lead Christopher Sundgren, second Christian Lindstrom, third Oscar Eriksson, and the skip Nicholas Edin. Président du WCF et le champion des ventes de l'Est pour Fort Morgan du Canada présenteront le trophée du championnat mondial à l'équipe gagnante.
Kate Candace, WCF President, and Peter Bowditch, Dealer Sales Manager, Eastern District, Ford Motor Company of Canada, will present the World Championship Trophy to Team Sweden.
Well, second time Nicholas Edin will have his name on that trophy. First season with this team, and they're world champions.
Yeah, what a feeling for Team Sweden, champions of 2015. This is what the hard work has all been about. And fully deserved.
Et maintenant, mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne national de la Suède.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem of Sweden?
The Swedish flag as atop the Scotiabank Center as Sweden, your world champions in 2015. Look back in this gold medal game and start off in the first. Chance here. Thomas Olsrud played the out-turn tap. Try and push this one straight back and get one. He's facing multiple counters. A little overswept. And it is a steal of 3 to start off this gold medal game. Looking to bounce back, trying to score at all in the second end. Thomas Olsrud has the out turn. Trying to go red, push that one back. This time the sweep call's right, bang on. Tap that one back. Fifth end and an opportunity for another 3 for Sweden. Couple of key shots by the Swedish back end. Really setting this up in a draw coming up short. Means a draw to their own and the second 3 of the game. Seventh end, Olsrud trying everything to try and cut into the lead. Nicholas Edin, get rid of the yellow. And it's a third 3 of the game. Just like that. It is 3 for Sweden. And the 9th end. Interesting way to end a world championship. Olsrud puts the rock on its side. Concedes defeat. As Nicholas Edin and his Swedish rink can celebrate a world championship, 7th in Swedish curling history.
Swedish flag is aloft here at the Scotiabank Arena.
For everyone involved here, Allison Walker, myself, Luke Coley, entire crew bringing you everything. Thanks for watching the 2015 Ford World Men's Curling Championship.